Everyone, welcome to Plants and Politics. I have an update to share about one of Trump's Capitol insurrectionists. It's time for an episode of Where Are They Now?
Matthew Bledsoe was arrested.
Patrick Montgomery was in court.
Jonathan Manapa will stay in federal custody.
No, I don't take responsibility at all.
39-year-old Robert Schornak is a Michigan resident. He was seen in photos and surveillance video inside the Capitol on January 6th. He was wearing a MAGA hat and tactical gear. He was also seen carrying a megaphone and a Trump 2020 No More Bullshit flag, which is really ironic. So Schornak posted on Facebook in the lead up to the Capitol attack. He wrote, quote, "For anyone and everyone not okay with the left actively committing voter fraud to steal the election, time to stand up." And while he was at the Capitol, Schornak stole an American flag. And then he shared photos on social media on the day of the insurrection. In one of the photos, Schornak was seen on Capitol grounds flashing the hand signal for white supremacy or white power, which they deny. So, you're not going to be shocked at all to hear that this stable genius has a criminal history. He's been convicted on 2 misdemeanors. He also has a felony charge, which was dismissed, and that was for ethnic intimidation. Surprise. Wow. But please, tell me again. Tell me how that hand gesture is it's a strange looking okay symbol. I love that story. Anyway, Schornak isn't white, which is ironic too. So, we have another case of another insecure non-white person begging to be accepted by bigots. Anyway, Schornak was arrested on March 18th of last year. He was charged with the 4 common misdemeanors: entering restricted building or grounds, 2 counts of disorderly conduct, 1 count of parading or demonstrating in a Capitol. However, Schornak was also hit with a felony charge of obstructing an official proceeding. So that increased his potential jail time to 20 years. There was no way, though, that prosecutors were going to make that stick. So they offered Schornak a plea deal. He accepted that in November, and he pleaded guilty to not the parading charge, which we've seen so much, but entering a restricted building or grounds, which comes with a maximum sentence of up to 1 year in prison and up to $100,000 in fines. So it's a little bit steeper of a penalty than the parading charge. And for once, prosecutors were actually asking for a reasonable sentence. They requested that Judge Beryl Howell sentence Schornak to 6 months in prison because of the fact that he stole the flag, and also because he was planning for a fight, because Schornak apparently texted his brother. He texted him in advance of the Capitol attack, and he said, quote, "We're obviously going next week. We can't stay home and watch our republic being stolen. They want to fight. Let's have it." Now, you guys know Judge Howell, she's been one of the toughest in regards to sentencing, but she seemed really impressed by how much Schornak cooperated with the January 6th Select Committee. At the sentencing hearing, Howell stated, quote, "To his credit, defendant cooperated with law enforcement after his arrest, and to my mind, gone further in expressing remorse by taking the concrete action of speaking with investigators of the House Select Committee to help them understand the full scope of how that day happened. I will give him credit for that. I think that type of cooperation is helpful to this country, and it's helpful for making amends for what occurred on January 6th, to the extent that the House Select Committee is able to be successful." So Judge Howell, for the first time, if I'm not mistaken, issued a sentence that was lower than what prosecutors had requested. Schornak was sentenced to only 28 days in prison, which he'll serve intermittently, so I assume only on the weekends. He was also given 2 months of home confinement and 36 months of probation. He was also ordered to pay the $500 restitution fee that we've seen so much. So, given his criminal history and how tough Judge Howell has been, I think he's extremely lucky to receive this light sentence. I was actually pretty shocked because, like I said, I think this is the only time that she hasn't either given prosecutors exactly what they asked for or gone a little bit above and beyond. I guess if other January 6th defendants want to reduce their sentence, they'll go talk to the January Select Committee. Seems to have worked, even with somebody with a criminal history. Not enough, like I keep saying. All right, guys, if I hear any more, I will let you know. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Take care. I'll talk with you soon.